2001: A Space Odyssey is a science fiction film produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick. It was released on April 2nd, 1968. Kubrick was raised in the Bronx in New York City and was an American film director, screenwriter, and producer. He is frequently cited as one of the greatest and most influential directors in cinematic history. His films are mostly short stories covering a wide range of genres and are noted for their realism and dark humor. According to Brainy Quote, a quote by Stanley Kubrick is, "A film is, or should be, more like music than like fiction. It should be a progression of moods and feelings. The theme, what's behind the emotion, the meaning, all that comes later." According to Google, 2001: A Space Odyssey is about an imposing black structure provides a connection between the past and the future in this enigmatic adaptation of a short story author, Arthur C. Clarke. When Dr. Dave Bowman and other astronauts are sent on a mysterious mission, their ship's computer system, HAL, begins to display increasingly strange behavior, leading up to a tense showdown between man and machine that results in a mind-bending trek through space and time. The text, Looking at Movies, defines editing as the process, art, and technique by which individual shots are assembled into a cinematic whole. Editing is the process of managing the transitions, called cuts, from one shot to another. When two images are placed in a close proximity to each other, we interpret them differently than we would have if we saw only one or the other image in isolation. The editing in 2001: A Space Odyssey is often used in conjunction with strategic camera placement in order to exemplify the strange and unknown space in which most of the film takes place. Kubrick used innovative techniques, trick camera movement, and huge composition shots, but also for the introduction of new methods that changed the way of thinking and creating special effects. The effects were achieved with a mix of creative camera work and experiments in order to create the image he wanted to. A lot of trick cameras in specific positions allowed to give the impression that the astronauts were really in the absence of space. Kubrick and his crew created complex scenes in space that still remains real and convincing to the audience today in 2018. A similar project to 2001: A Space Odyssey is Gravity. It is a 2013 science fiction thriller film, directed, co-written, co-edited, and produced by Alfonso Cuarón. It is about two American astronauts who are stranded in a shuttle after the mid-orbit destruction of their space shuttle and their subsequent attempt to return to Earth. It's similar because both are categorized in science fiction. Both movies have extraterrestrial life forms in alien worlds that need to be created by either man-made creations or by computers. According to Wikipedia, visual effects for the film were supervised by Tim Weber at the London-based company Framestore, which was responsible for creating most of the film's visual aspects. 80% of the movie consisted of CGI or computer-generated imagery. Essentially, both films are pretty similar, but only in history has 2001: A Space Odyssey been created completely by man-made creations.